feel like this is one that I need to do.
We're rocking out on a Friday night.
I feel like it's one that I need to do the whole Beavis and Butthead thing where they
Under the stars.
Yeah. I feel like we're camping.
Reality Redemption. Episode God knows what.
Over a year.
Over a year.
Yeah, a year and rolling.
Doing spectacular podcasts.
Right?
Yeah.
And we have friends today.
Yes, we do.
Let's introduce our friends.
Okay. Well, you guys introduce yourselves, okay?
I know,
you guys have weird last names.
Yeah.
Alright. My name's Shawna Svacina.
Svacina?
Svacina. We all get to say it. I love her last name.
Is that Russian?
It's Czech.
Check. Check. And
I'm Susie Gestrine.
all the way from Washington State.
Washington State. I'm back home in Kingman.
Yay! We're happy to have you back.
Thank you. It's nice to be here, except it's too hot.
But hey, aren't you guys having a heat wave there right now? Is there some sort of heat
It's
wave?
supposed to be 113 in Portland when I land
What?
Sunday, which is unheard of. And nobody has air conditioning in Washington and Oregon, so it's
Because you don't really need it.
You don't normally need it, no. I mean, it's only a couple days. Sunday and Monday are going to be really bad, but it's going to be bad.
Like, okay, newsflash, Portland, get into the AC business. You might need it now. I mean,
That's
global
crazy.
warming
Or what? What's going on here?
those are Phoenix temps,
Mhm.
dude. Sorry, Portland.
What brought you back to Kingman?
Oh, just visiting my parents and friends and just visiting.
Doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Doing the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, we've had you on a couple times already over
Yeah.
the phone.
Yep.
You know, how's the book going along?
It's going good. I haven't really sold too many lately. I haven't been promoting it much online these days, but I think it's doing good. And now Deidre has her book out, so that's the last time I was on here.
Right.
You.
Deidre's was Campaign Chronicles.
Yes, Campaign Chronicles.
Yeah, and yours
I love
was
that book.
Oh, Michael, don't do this to me.
The love story.
Love Meets Life.
Love
Yes.
Meets Life. My brain
Why
just
do
went
I know
blank.
this and you don't?
I don't know. My brain just went blank.
God.
Love Meets Life. The stories of love in interesting ways.
I like both of those books. Both of them are great books.
Right, and
So if you guys don't have them, get them.
right,
read 'em.
and speaking of which, your chapter, because every writer wrote one chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Yours was about the Democratic picnic, and when we met
Yes.
Jevin Hodges, and Jevin Hodges running for Congress.
That's where I met you, Michael.
Yeah.
But yes, Jevin is running for District 6, U.S. Congress, against Schweikert.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Snow,
Love Jevin.
you have to go see Jevin speak sometime because he's phenomenal.
Jevin is amazing.
Yeah.
I think he's a young Obama.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, I love him to death.
Yeah, I totally want to
He's
see
so
him
great.
then.
Yes. Okay, so just touch on a couple topics. Miami, still like 159 people missing.
I know.
You heard that?
Sad.
There was one guy walking his dog, and I guguess he pulled a boy out of the rubble.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's good.
Yeah, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, haven't they've so far they've gotten out like 120 people, right? And then like
I haven't-
159 are
I haven't
still
heard the
unaccounted
latest.
for, and I think like 4 people died. Like, it's sad.
I mean, that's bad. I mean, it kind of looked like the Oklahoma City bombing. Just
Oh,
that one side just collapsed.
I wasn't even gonna try to look at pictures of it because like I don't want to see that. I mean, but I guess they said that they still are hearing voices, so that's a good sign that they could try to go get the people out, like voices under the rubble.
That'd be
I know.
awful.
I know.
In better news, Derek Chauvin, 22.5 years.
Yay! I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers to
Cheers.
that.
I mean, it's kind of about time, because usually they just get off with nothing, And that's how we started the podcast, was right after the Black Lives Matter protest here in Kingman.
Mm-hmm.
George Floyd and...
Well, and he probably didn't get off so easy because he didn't show like an ounce of remorse during the entire time of the trial. So, and I don't think he still does. And then that statement that he said, like, oh, there's more information coming out, but like, I can't tell you. What an asshole. Who says that to a grieving family?
Yeah. Let's see, as far as COVID, is everybody here vaccinated?
Yes.
Halfway.
Halfway?
Vaccinated.
Well, that Delta variant that's out there now, they call it Delta Plus now.
Well, the variant has a variant. So, like, there's the Delta variant, but then I guess the virus is that, like, they just continue to mutate and they get more powerful. And then the Delta one is actually from India. But then...
Right, which killed like 325,000 people in India.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous like that.
Because it can, like, move... Like, I guess they were saying that the original COVID can infect people within, like, 10 seconds or whatnot of breathing stuff in. But then this one is far more aggressive. It only takes, like, 5 seconds to infect someone. And
Really?
It's, yeah. I mean, according to, like, the science part behind it.
Wasn't like the DeSantis' office in Florida, that a bunch of people got it, but the one person that was vaccinated didn't?
Yeah, so, like, 2 of the people there, one of them went to the hospital and died from the Delta, and then the other one died, like, at home, I guess, never went to the hospital. And then I think it was like 5 other people also went to the hospital that had got sick in this office, but the only person who never got affected at all by it was the one person who had been vaccinated, because I guess there's a lot of people in the office that they take the stance like they don't believe in the vaccine, and they didn't get it.
Right.
No, they fucked around and found out, didn't they?
I know. I'm like, well, but then, like, I'm so sick and tired of arguing with people. I'm like, we do still kind of need a control group. So if you want to roll the dice, because I still have people talking crap to me. Like, they'll say stuff to me like, oh, it's nice to finally see your face. And I'm like, I got the vaccine now. And, according to... So then they'll start going off on you for that. And I'm like... I straight up tell them to their face, I'm like, roll the dice. I'm not trying to tell you what to do at all with your life. You do whatever.
Right.
I'm done.
What's it like up in Washington?
So... There's still... Most of the stores and businesses still require masks. They have kind of loosened the rules for vaccinated people. I have seen more signs that say masks optional if you're vaccinated, but I mean, they don't check, so.
Right.
Are they doing
but,
the honor system?
Yeah, the honor system. And then I know the last I heard, they're saying the state should be fully open, like no restrictions by June 30th. So,
okay.
So say like, are the Mariners, do they have anybody in the ballpark?
So they have fans there, and then they have a vaccinated section, and I guess you can get seats for $10, and you have to show your vaccine card or something.
Go get the
and
vaccine,
you get
guys.
the special section to sit in.
Speaking of that, the Foo Fighters did a show last Sunday in Madison Square Garden, New York.
Free?
and-
Wasn't it free?
No,
for
no,
vaccines?
no. It wasn't free.
Oh.
But you had to show your vaccine card to get in,
Or you weren't allowed to go.
or you weren't allowed in. And they got a lot of flack, and there was a lot of protesters outside, saying that the Foo Fighters were segregationists, because they weren't allowing unvaccinated people into their concert. But it had nothing really to do with the Foo Fighters. It has to do with the New York City restrictions on, a full capacity concert. But at the same time, the same people that bitch about the segregation are the same people
That like the Confederate flag?
no, say they'll say a baker has the right to refuse to bake a cake for a gay couple.
Yeah.
Okay? So the Foo Fighters
Right.
absolutely have the right to deny entry into a
Entrance.
concert
Exactly.
if you're not vaccinated. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, and why? Maybe they should just run with it. Maybe they should be like, we are segregationists. We're segregating the vaccinated from the infected. I mean, what more do you? Maybe sometimes we should just fight back like that.
We're vaccinating
Like,
this-
yep, we are.
Vaccinating the smart people from the dumb people.
Right.
And to go back onto that, it goes back to education, and in our state Senate pushed through a bill to cut taxes on the rich, but at the same time cut funding for schools, which is absolutely the
always do
worst thing
Wow.
to do, especially in Arizona.
My mom's a retired school teacher, and I've lived in Arizona all my life. My mom's she had to buy school supplies back in the 80s. They've been doing this forever. Like, this is like not like just another nail in the coffin, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they think that anyone's going to become a teacher anymore. We're not going to have teachers.
Right.
I
Right.
don't understand why.
You can't afford to be a teacher.
Yeah, I don't understand why teachers still want that as a profession. It's so unappealing to me. It really is. I mean, you're
Yeah.
having to beg your students' parents for supplies and gift cards, and which is like fine as a parent. I'm 100% willing to send snacks or gift cards or buy things for the classroom. Some months are tight and you can't give as much as you'd like to.
Mhm.
It should be covered. It should be
Yeah.
federally funded.
And
And-
why would you want to accumulate college debt to go become a teacher?
Well, not just that, but now they're overwhelming classrooms with so many students. The teachers are up to their eyeballs in, work in the classroom, outside of the classroom, and then also having to spend a portion of their paycheck in order to supply everything for their lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these teachers have second and third jobs.
Yeah, just to survive. Like, we need to actually have teachers come on here and actually talk about what goes on right now, because I don't feel like the media covers stuff like that enough, like to get like the true story, their side of the story, because I would like for the teachers to do a massive walkout. I would be all for it. But then what they usually do, if that were to happen, they already attacked the teachers during the Red for Ed. I heard many comments like they have no right to do this, blah, blah, blah.
I was all
No,
for it.
you have, yeah, it's like you have no right to use them as like your babysitter either.
Right.
You need to make arrangements then, because this is serious.
Yeah, because what
People should
happened?
not be treated like this.
What happened when COVID hit? People were screwed because
Right.
they had to do it at home. Luckily, I had the means and the flexible schedule enough to homeschool my kids for over a year, but it was awful, and I'm the shittiest teacher on earth. And I appreciate those people with
The
all
fact
of
that you
my
admitted
heart.
that's great.
Right.
I am buying every teacher from here on out just bottles and bottles of alcohol. It's the only way I made it through
The
homeschooling.
only way you can do it, right?
Right, and I was trying to help Dane with like 7th grade math, and I was like lost. I'm like, you got me. I don't know.
Atticus is 8, and I was like, ask your sister?
They need to organize more. They need to organize more. They need to organize better. Now is the time for them to do it, because we have a union-friendly president in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Do it now. Get going.
Right.
Like seriously, boots on the ground. Because and we have to get more of it involved with the media, though. You have to. That's the way that you get the message out there, because I know like it will end up like at first you'll see it going back and trying to make them look bad, because that's what they do. Power always does that.
Susie, where does Washington rank in education?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because I know where I came from, Massachusetts was ranked number 1.
Much higher than Arizona, but I don't.
Yeah.
know, I don't know the specific
Yeah.
number off the top of my head. But since I don't have kids, I haven't really looked at that. But
I would think
Yeah.
that they're pretty I would think they're on the more positive end
I think I'm gonna
of
look
the
more.
spectrum.
Yeah, we'll kill some time while we research this. We should have these numbers, and if I was better prepared, I would.
We didn't know we were gonna.
I
we were gonna
no,
go
I
there,
didn't.
Right?
Hey, no, it's called off-roading. You know, we're just going where the subject goes. But while we're waiting, give Bootsy's Delta Funk Barbecue a shout out.
And
It's-
give you a shout out, MJ. That was some fabulous cooking.
Right,
It was.
yes.
It's delicious.
Your
Yeah.
steaks were delicious. Thank you.
And thank you to Peter for the seasoning
Yeah.
to make it so
Yeah,
fabulous.
thank you, Peter. Yeah, we had the whiskey lemon funk steak and jambalaya with the multi-purpose spice. So
And
there you
then
go, Pete.
what? Oh yeah, okay. You used 2 of them. The sprinkle kind, the
Right,
red ones.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, and
They were both delicious.
I still had some of his cheese balls too. I didn't put those out. We could have done that too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I still have some of the crab cake from last week left over.
That might not be good now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You might want to just toss that. I
good
finished
fun.
mine. I was like, when I go,
There was a ton of it left though.
yeah.
I don't know.
I wasn't gonna let it go to waste.
And you know what? But I found crab cakes though a few days after he left.
Oh, okay.
So we'll try it again sometime.
Yeah.
All right. So did you find it out?
Yes, so Washington is ranked number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
I figured
All
they were
right.
pretty high.
It had to be up there
Yep.
because they're the bluest of the blue. I mean, Massachusetts, Washington.
Is Massachusetts still number 1?
Let me see.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. Let's see.
Just tell us 1, 2, and 3. Maybe even 5. We want to know the top 5.
I'll bet they're all blue states.
I would bet so too. So let's hear what the top 5 are.
What do you think the correlation?
Drum roll.
What do you think the correlation though is between a
Make
blue
me
state
find
and the
the
red
list
state and lack of
here.
education? Not to make fun of red states, but
Should we go off-roading on the whole they want to do away with critical race theory? So they're actually wanting to teach kids less. They're like,
see,
we don't want to teach kids
I don't think critical race theory. What they're trying to say is it's trying to shame white kids into feeling bad.
That's
Okay,
what I'm
so-
saying.
You want
They-
the top 5?
Yes.
So 5 is Colorado.
Okay, that makes sense.
4 is Washington.
Okay.
Let's see, it's got to update here. 3 is Florida.
Florida.
What?
What?
That's what it says.
What the fuck?
2 is Massachusetts.
I will bet Miami has a really good school system.
2 is Massachusetts.
And guess what number 1 is? Any guesses?
California.
New Jersey.
Wait, no.
I never would have guessed. That's
No.
what it says.
Good.
Well, the only 2
It's-
friends I have from New Jersey are probably the smartest guys I know on the face of the
Oh.
planet. So there you
Well,
go.
then it is right.
Well,
okay?
Bruce Springsteen is a genius, so
See?
And he is from New Jersey. Yeah.
so.
True.
All right, so let's go back for a minute. Foo Fighters, okay. Show Madison Square Garden sold out, and now they're playing L.A. next month, July 17th. I will certainly be there.
Same segregation rules.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring my portable recorder here, and I'm gonna record some of the protesters.
Do it.
Interview them.
Oh my God, do it.
Yeah.
You got to get some of this
but-
stuff on tape. The idiotic stuff they're saying.
But who shows up? Okay.
Chappelle Show.
Oh, you ruined it.
I know,
I was gonna
I
let
know
I was
who
gonna let
should.
the audience do it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
I have this shit queued up. God, I had it queued up earlier.
I haven't heard him singing yet,
Oh wait,
though, so that
well,
will be a
that's what I'm
surprise.
bringing up.
Right.
What am I doing here?
We can't hear him.
He's not the best singer.
It's like hearing karaoke.
Yeah.
It's not horrible.
Still
I mean,
fun.
well, some people are. I'm probably horrible when I do karaoke.
Horrible karaoke still fun if you're drunk enough.
What's that?
Horrible karaoke still fun if you're drunk enough.
I know, and I'm always like, all the people that get all offended when there's horrible people there, and then they like went there to. I'm like, yeah, but if these good people at singing are so good, then why are they doing karaoke? Why aren't they out like making money off of it? Like, karaoke is for awful drunk people that just want to have a good time. Okay, that's my feelings on it. I like karaoke. I like making an ass of myself. I think it's fun. You know.
We'll have to go out one night.
How did?
We do. We're going. We're going to croaky.
The only thing I'll ever sing is Janis Joplin if I've had like 12 beers.
Oh my God.
And what
there's
song
a
do you
lot
do?
I'll do.
What song do you do, Shawna?
Bobby McGee.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good song.
Chris Christopherson. My mom used to love Chris Christopherson.
He wrote a lot of songs.
He did.
Yeah, he's like probably not as many songs as Willie Nelson, but there's like a lot of songs that you had no idea Chris Christopherson wrote.
I wonder how Dave Grohl thought of to ask Dave Chappelle to come up and sing "Creep." Must be cool. Must be cool to have. Cool to be a Dave Grohl's fucking phone book. He'd be dialing up people. Imagine the people he knows. Let's see. Music. Britney Spears. Did you hear about her in the news this week?
Free Britney.
Free Britney. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some crazy thing on. It was clearly like a dramatized thing, but on Netflix, and that lady, Rosamund Pike, plays the character in it, and she plays like this lady who basically does that. Like, they commit somebody to. I mean, it's worse than Britney's situation, but the thing that's bad about Britney's situation is like, fuck, like that could happen to a well-known person too, where they get
Conservatorship.
Yeah. But
I just find the whole thing weird. Like, what, Britney was crazy because she shaved her hair?
That's when I started liking Britney Spears.
Well,
But I mean,
Because it
that's
showed
the
her
tipping
real.
point. Oh, you shaved your hair. You have to be taken care of by someone.
Well, Britney
know.
Spears is nuts. I mean, I don't know if it's bipolar or what, but
I don't know. To me, it showed her like as human and real when she did that. I felt
I'd
like
be
whenever
pissed
she
too.
did that, she was like, I've had enough. Just get the fuck away from me. And so she did that, you know? Like, that's how I took it.
Well, I mean, becoming super famous at a very young age will do that. It'll fuck you up. Like, every single child star ever has been a little bit fucked up.
I think the worst part is she doesn't even have any say over her medical decisions. Like,
Right.
birth control and...
Yeah, like she wanted to have a third kid,
and they
but
won't let her
yeah, she has an IUD.
remove the IUD.
Yeah, she can't get remarried.
Whoa.
You didn't hear that part about it?
No, but that is...
Right.
Women, we gotta get the women's marches up and running again for Britney Spears. Fucking A, you can't do that.
And she may have had an episode or whatever, but I mean, I think she's taking care of herself now. Like,
No, I mean
she
she's
shouldn't have to be under...
How old is she now? Isn't she like 40
she's like
or close to
40?
40?
she's
Around my
late
age, I think.
30s.
Okay. Yeah, I feel so bad for her. But yeah, they'll take over somebody's... They can take over... Like a person can take over another person, commit them into the hospital, like say that they have issues.
Well, and
that
not
all
most
decisions need to go through a person, and they don't even have to know the person.
but most cases this is with elderly people. It's not with
Right.
somebody young like Britney.
Yeah, that's what that movie I watched, but I still thought that was fucked up because it was like some lady took over all this woman's decisions, and the woman still had like living children. Like, they should be doing that. Definitely not a stranger.
Well, I mean,
Well, it's her dad that was making these decisions.
Right.
And he's a piece of shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think she should be free. I think she should be allowed to do what she wants.
I mean, if she's well enough to do, God, I don't know how many shows
in Vegas.
Yeah, all those shows
she had
in Vegas.
Residency
Yeah,
there.
Right.
yeah, she's allowed to do that with the production that she has, but she's not able to make financial decisions.
Right, she's allowed to go make money for you, Papa Spears, but she can't do anything with her money.
Yeah, and he pays himself a salary out of her estate or whatever they call it. That's fucking bullshit.
Total bullshit.
Fuck. While we're on the saying fuck things, fuck cancer, okay? Fuck cancer. And I recently found out a good friend of mine has cancer, and just shout out, she's a listener of this podcast, and we're thinking about you. Keep fighting the good fight, and, you know.
Yeah, sorry to hear the news.
Yeah. So, we're thinking about you.
And fuck cancer. Always fuck cancer.
And, okay, and then Brittany, Crazy Girls. Why are women so fucking crazy?
You're asking 3 women?
I know it's not safe.
Table right now, Michael.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this then. Because here's a famous quote from George Carlin.
Right. See, I
women are crazy and men are stupid. And the reason that women are crazy is because men are stupid.
That's gonna say that men make us this way.
So y'all need to take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror. Okay?
See how Snow, I led you right into that. That's the direction I was going.
I wasn't trying to get called crazy. I was just trying to help you out with a joke.
Oh no, apparently I can't joke, because joking gets me fucking blocked in an instant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, jokes aren't for you. Try something else.
Keep your day job.
Apparently not. Fucking dating is fucking hard.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Who has good dating stories? I want to hear some, because I've been taking a break.
Susie, how's the dating scene up in Washington? Is it better than Kingman, Arizona?
It's COVID time. I haven't left my aunt and uncle's basement, so I don't date. So I honestly haven't met anyone in Washington really these days. So
I mean, like, are there still real dates? Are there still it's not just Tinder, it's not just hookups, like people actually date? Because my experience since my second divorce has just been kind of a hookup culture. And in Kingman, the pools are shallow.
But they all put no hookups, so
They don't mean it.
Okay, so they just put that on there. They're like, I think a girl will want to read this.
So they sound like a good person.
Yeah. I think a girl will want to read this. I'm going to put no hookups because that'll work.
I think people are so afraid to be genuine and upfront and say exactly what they're...
just tell the truth.
But nobody does. Nobody does. Right. And I look like a crazy person because I'm like, this is exactly where I'm at, and this is exactly what I'm thinking. And also, if anyone's friends with me on Facebook, I'm annoying as fuck on there. So I'm just...
I like you on Facebook. So.
Well, I update 19 times a day, but
I try to be honest on those dating sites, and then I get called a you're a fucking asshole and a liar. I'm like, no, I'm being honest.
I'm always telling the truth on there. I mean, I straight up say I'm like, I don't really know what I'm looking for.
I had dating apps for a day, a single day.
Yeah,
and it was just.
And they were like, no, I can't.
It was just 100 messages in 24 hours worth of time of just random dicks. People
on the site.
And when you mean random dicks, God. You would mean actual random dicks.
Because I always get where they'll I think a lot of guys will sit there, they won't do the dicks on there because they'll get kicked off. So what they do is they think they like fly under the radar when they're like, hey, you want to like exchange numbers and texts? And then
get asked for
there
my
goes
number
the
quite a bit.
dicks.
Yeah.
Then it's like full of dicks.
Yeah. Yeah, it is wild. And the things that people say as an opener, I had one guy on Tinder tell me that he bought the wrong size underwear, and that was the first thing that he divulged to me in a message was, I went to the store and bought the wrong size underwear today.
So they were too big.
I'm so sorry for you. Why are you telling me this information?
Is he trying to be unique, not just like, hi?
know.
Like, I don't understand.
I don't know. But
wow.
I just feel so very overwhelmed with very underwhelming people.
Yeah, that's not even a good opener. Like, that's...
Yeah.
I don't see how that would be like, hell yeah, I want to talk to this guy because he knows how to buy the wrong underwear. Like, I've been looking for this all my life, and then for you to come up with this magical line?
If I was... Okay, so my last marriage was 10 years. And if I was a big enough idiot to not see through the bullshit for half of that time, for 5 years, and deal with bullshit for the last 5 years, what is the next person? Like, how old am I going to be when I'm finally like, okay, I found the one. This is the one. I'm going to be like 87 years old. I'm going to be like the lady in Titanic.
Right? But you'll be the happiest lady at the old folks' home.
Right?
You guys will be like with your walkers.
Yeah.
So glad I finally met you.
87 years.
Right?
Although, you know, we did find out why Rose from the Titanic didn't let Jack onto the door, because apparently Leonardo isn't good in bed.
Oh yeah. Wait, is this just gonna?
Yeah.
I know.
You ever heard
I
that
already
story?
said I'm like he's off my list. Then he's fucking off. Then if I.
Yeah. He apparently slept with Juliana Hough from Dancing with the Stars, and she told her niece that Leonardo wasn't good in bed.
Maybe he was nervous.
I know.
People get nervous.
Well,
I'm still willing to try. Leo, call me.
Like, it sucks sometimes dating and like hookup culture, because I actually had a guy tell me that I reverse catfished him because
What?
I sent him shitty pictures of myself and I was like, this is how I normally look. And when he showed up for the date, I had makeup and my hair done and was dressed nice, and he felt like I deceived him because I was hotter in person than I was in my pictures.
And that was a bad
And
thing?
he hated that.
Yeah, he got mad
What?
at me. Like, he was like angry with me about it and said he felt like I catfished him. And I'm like, so you wanted to sleep with someone who was less attractive, and that would have been easier for you because there were
Wow.
Was he like
Stamina
intimidated
issues.
by you? Because he's like, oh my god, I show up. And
I
this
feel
chick's
like he had stamina issues and then blamed it on me, but made it seem like I was being an
okay.
asshole for being cute. Like, this is how, like, navigating dating is so fucking bullshit. Like, sorry, am I not supposed to be cussing this much?
No, you can
Okay.
cuss. as
Fuck
much
yeah,
as
say
you
whatever
want.
the fuck you want.
Yeah. Say whatever the fuck
I wasn't
you
sure
want.
what the rules were, but this is my mouth.
Like, so it did. Okay, when I hear stuff like this and some of the stuff I've experienced, like, I find myself like taken aback sometimes, and I'm like, it's almost like some of the roles have reversed. Like, from what I grew up in high school, I'm like, since when did the men become the women and the women are now the men? Like, it's
I don't
almost
feel
like
that way. I just
Wait.
feel like so many people are narcissistic, and I just
Yes.
look at someone and I'm like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red, which I have like a million of them. You know, I have a million red flags, but I'm super upfront about it. Like, here, I will hand you all of my red flags in this tiny package. This is everything that's wrong with me. But
Right.
But people are so like, oh no, I don't have a problem with that, and then they really have a problem with it.
Yeah, like my political views. I am so upfront on there. Well, I know where I live, so I'm always like, I just put the L word in there. I just go ahead and roll with liberal, even though like I seriously consider myself like a progressive, but I'm like, you know what, at least they know what that word means, you know, so you would think it would steer some
I
of
just
them
tell
away.
people I'm a fucking snowflake. If you don't like it,
Yeah,
let's
that
let's
too.
not.
Fucking snowflake.
That's why snow is snow.
Yeah. Short snowflake.
Yeah.
See what you're missing, Susie?
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
fun. It's so
I mean,
fun.
I've online dated, and the last relationships I've been in were from online dating, but
Well, yeah. I mean,
I know.
how do you meet somebody now? I mean, it's so weird
I don't.
to go up to somebody.
Yeah,
like
I don't
like
know.
I think I told the story on the podcast a couple weeks ago, but I was at a show in Vegas, and there was somebody that was involved with Las Vegas media, and she was kind of prominent, but she was really cute. But I was too intimidated to walk up to her and go, "Hey, how you doing?" Because I thought it'd be weird, because you don't do that anymore. And then on one of the dating sites, a girl messaged me and, you know, said, "Hey, hi, would you like to talk?" And I was like, "You kind of look like so-and-so from so-and-so." And she goes, "That's because I am so-and-so from so-and-so." And I told her that story about how I was too intimidated to go up to her and say hi. And she was like, "Well, why would you do that?" But it's so weird. I don't remember the last relationship I had where it wasn't somebody online
Yeah.
that you got to know them.
This is how we live now. Like you have to like meet online. Like that's how everything goes. Like that's
Right.
dating.
Like, if I was at one of our local places, give a shout out to Blackbridge Brewery, I would feel too awkward if I thought somebody was cute to go up to them like, "Hey, how you doing?" It would just seem like, oh no, we'd be bothering this
Maybe
person.
you go up to him and say, "Hey, are you on Tinder? Because I'm gonna like send you a message," and then you just go look for him.
I like meeting people organically like that. I would prefer.
Right.
And like the last person that I've kind of been talking to, I actually met at Blackbridge, and I felt like that was more comfortable meeting someone in person. You're looking at them, you're
Yeah.
engaging with them, instead of a picture where you're like, do they really look like that, or are they taking the picture from way up here or way down here?
Right.
Or, you know.
Guys do those camera tricks too.
They do.
What do guys do? Because I know the girls do this where they put the phone up
Yeah,
here.
because then you look skinny.
Right, and you put your neck
The
up.
guys
and,
do it too.
all right, what do the guys do?
What do the guys? Oh my God!
They
Probably
just
the
take
thing.
dick pics.
Well, yeah.
The thing I hate most about what the guys do is like they'll have like 400 pictures of themselves with sunglasses on, and I'm like, no one can see
We
your
need to
face.
see your eyes. Are you
Like-
a liar or not?
Right? It's like everyone looks great in sunglasses. I mean, how many people look crappy in sunglasses?
Can you tell if somebody is a liar by just looking at their eyes in a picture?
Yes.
You can?
Hmm.
How's that superpower?
Liar.
It sucks because it's like a lot of people,
Really?
but I really can tell.
How did you learn that superpower?
Just by being lied to a million trillion times.
I think you just get a gut feeling about people when you look
Yeah.
at their eyes. Like you just know.
Oh.
I should like whip out my phone and be like, Shawna, liar or not? So do I go left
Yeah.
or right?
Yeah.
Left or right? Lie, truth teller. Lie, true.
It
lie,
took me
true.
marrying a narcissist and possibly a sociopath, I don't know, before I figured it out.
Sean, maybe you and I can sit down and we can look at eyes and be like,
Oh, hell yeah. I'll navigate
left,
through your
right,
Tinder
left,
for
right,
you.
left, right.
They're like, she's full of shit. She's got 3 other kids. She's not telling anyone.
Shawna is available to help you with your Tinder swiping,
Yes. For a nominal fee.
right?
All right, so you've seen some of my ex-girlfriends.
Yes.
So, lying eyes.
Yes. But you know what, though? The one, you know which one I'm talking about, she tricked me for a hot minute. And I thought she was genuine. So it's not 100%.
Oh, I know the one you're talking
It's
about.
not 100% guaranteed that I can say right off the bat, but that one,
Right.
she was tricky.
Right, the one that had the secret society on Facebook
Oh, yeah.
that talks shit about me.
That's when
Wow.
she started that group. That
Oh.
was when I was like, oh.
Oh, you were friends with her too. I mean, I'm surprised she didn't invite you to that group.
I don't think that she did, but wow.
Oh, that was fucking fun. It's fun to walk in downtown Kingman and have some random girl come up to you that your friends go like, "I'm so sorry she said that." I'm like, "Sorry about what? What's going on?"
I know.
Oh my
I used to
goodness.
tell her, don't be putting that stuff. Why would you put that stuff out there for everyone to read? Like, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Like, you don't do that.
Right. I
Like,
mean,
be smart. Be strategic about your little
She just,
bombs that you're planting or whatnot.
she wasn't all there.
No.
and
She still isn't.
I don't have anything to do with her.
Me neither.
After she
No.
proposed a threesome
Yeah.
with me, I was like, yeah, no bite.
wait. She proposed a threesome.
Yeah.
I'm just finding out this about now.
Wow.
Sorry,
I know.
Michael.
Wait, but I wasn't involved in the threesome, correct?
Do we have to talk about this on the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is groundbreaking news. Kingman news.
No.
anyways.
Kidding aside, I already knew this story.
I thought it was a joke. So
I wasn't involved.
Oh, it was
No.
not you.
It was not me.
You were not the male
No.
of choice.
No.
No, it
You were not
Nope.
the sausage.
No.
It was
Nope,
you.
absolutely not. What?
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 No, you guys were together at that point.
Huh.
Whoa.
Breaking
I
news.
thought it was a
You
joke.
guys were together, and yet she was still selecting another sausage for this party?
No. She just invited
She
me.
was volunteering
Oh,
him and not telling him.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
But
got
I thought it was a joke, and I was kind of like chatting along about it, like, ha ha ha, yeah. And then I was like, oh, wait, you're serious?
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Oh, that was a
Super-
strange one.
Super awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if that person's listening, I challenge you to a cook-off.
What? No.
It's the
Go
steaks.
die.
Oh well, at this point, yes.
Don't
Like, you'll get poisoned. No.
Don't worry, I'm blocked. She's not listening to this shit.
Unless she hate listens. Maybe she.
Oh,
hate
that's true. I think I have a couple of those.
How many awful exes do you have?
I know, like you're like one of the nicest people. How do you
Well,
turn
maybe
so many
maybe I'm
people
not
into,
because I'm apparently a liar and asshole.
like yeah. I don't get it.
I don't know. I have a certain type, and that type is crazy.
That's for sure.
So Brittany, if you're out there and you're listening, yeah, you know,
Michael's 100%
yeah,
available.
MJ's on Tinder.
I am.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go up to somebody at Blackbridge and be like, hey, baby, you ever heard of the Reality Redemption
See, that,
podcast?
you can't do that. You can't be like, hey, baby.
No, I don't do
creeper
that.
status.
Yeah, that's
No.
creepy. You just have to organically, like, meet someone and talk to them.
I just sit there with my puppy dog eyes and hope they come up to me.
No, that doesn't work either. I'm
No.
sorry.
Yeah.
No.
I don't
Girls
know.
like to be approached, you know.
But apparently I'm not funny either, so I've got that problem.
No one's laughing.
I know the awkward sides, and like there's like literal crickets because we're doing this podcast outside and you just hear crickets.
I know. I wonder if we'll hear some when we play this back. I wonder if
You're gonna
we
hear
will
the crickets, yeah, because I can hear them
some
through the
real
headphones.
cricket.
So Susie, how long has it been since you dated?
Well,
Was it here?
the last relationship I was in was like 10 years, and he moved up there and I went there for him, sort of, not entirely, but that ended in April. So
April of.
like 3 months ago. Like, I'm newly single.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
Just be single.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
Focus on yourself.
I did meet him online on Plenty of Fish here in Kingman.
Oh,
Plenty of
okay.
fish? A Plenty
I
of fish
did.
success story?
Yes, believe it or
awesome.
not, I know.
I mean, not. I guess it's not. It's not awesome.
Well, not it, well,
Well,
it was sort of
It
successful.
was.
It
I
lasted a
don't
while.
regret anything.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But
Shit happens, right?
it does. I think things happen for a reason, and it got me to Washington, and I like it there. So,
Right.
it's all good.
Well, yeah, and after that, after a long time, you're not ready to just jump in and date again.
No, not
Yeah,
like
10
right
years is a
away.
long time.
It is, and I haven't really met anyone, even really friends or anything up there because I've been in
You haven't really been
quarantine
able, yeah, you haven't been able
lockdown
to
and
go outside.
Now I just
really.
started a new job a couple months ago, but I'm working from home, so
That's cool though.
so yeah.
What are you doing now? You don't have to name the company, but
Oh, it's fine. I'm working for the state of Washington unemployment office, actually.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
I just recently went back to work because I fell into that trap where I was making decent money on unemployment because of the $300 a week extra.
Right.
I'm like, going,
Pandemic.
well, hey, I'm making this and just singing my ass, but I got bored of that. So I found something, but that was about to run out here in Arizona, like in the next
It's ending in July,
3 weeks,
isn't it? in
July 10th.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Snow? Any new dating stories?
No, like, I'm talking to a dude right now that's pretty cool, so I'm just like focusing on. I haven't been like checking any messages. I'm like, I kind of go like on and off, I'm like, whatever. Because, yeah, the guys are lame on there sometimes.
How many messages a day do you get, like, say, on Plenty of the Fish?
Well, it kind of depends if you're active, I think, too.
Well, no, say like, if you're active, how many messages a day?
On Tinder, I would get like.
I'm not on Plenty of Fish, so.
I went on Tinder 2 different times, once for like a week and once for one day. And I would get up to 100 a day
100 a day?
on Tinder. And then I was on an actual dating site that I paid for that was actually like a nicer site where you could actually meet someone that you were more geared toward because it, asked you X amount of questions about your life. And I would maybe get
Right.
like 20 to 30 a day.
Were they local or were they outside?
I did not set it to Kingman settings.
Okay.
I set it purposefully outside of Kingman.
That's what I do on all of them, pretty much. Like, I'm like, I'd prefer to not.
But I mean, that's 20 to 30 messages where maybe I'll respond to 1 or 2. Maybe.
Right. And out of those, how many dick pics did you get? Out of what's the
Not
percentage?
on the site that I paid for, I didn't get a single one. But
Really?
on
Oh,
Tinder,
I
I
see.
would get quite a few.
But Tinder's supposed to be like a hookup site, right?
Yeah. I kind of expected it from there, but it was surprising the amount of dicks that flooded my inbox.
Yeah.
Unsolicited dick pics. Nice.
Were they impressive?
Like,
Never.
Never impressive?
Mm-mm.
Snow got one that was pretty impressive.
yeah, I've gotten impressive ones, but I'll tell you this, just so the gentlemen know, because it's like, this is my opinion on it. I'm not every woman, but like, I've never met a guy that sent me a dick pic. I've never gone to go meet them after that because I'm like, my thing is like, sometimes I get bored too quickly, so I'm like, fuck, I feel like I already know everything about you now. I mean, I've seen your dick. How am I even going to look you in the face
Well,
after
not just
that?
But how is it that like the smaller the penis, the bigger the balls guys have to send those off? Like, why would you feel like that's appropriate?
I don't know.
Like, why is that the first message they send you? Like, they haven't even talked to you.
Like, just to get it out of the way? Like, are you into this or no?
Here it is. It's all out there, so take it or leave it. I don't know. I don't get it.
I know. And like, I don't want to put that like in my profile, like, go ahead and send the dick pics because then I'm never going to meet you because then it will just
You'll just get
Make-
a ton of dicks.
Well, or it'll just make the guys be like, they won't do that. They'll like even though they're that type of guy.
No. Guys still will do it because it's the same thing with being a lesbian, which, like, I have a lot of gay friends who guys, like, think, like, no, you're not really gay because you haven't had my penis yet. So they try to convince them to not be gay. It would be the same exact thing if you're like, don't send me dick pics, I'll never meet with you. They'd be like, oh yeah, baby. And they'd send it to you anyway in hopes that their penis would convince you to change your mind.
No, it's just like when they send the dicks, I'm like, and sometimes I'm even like, hey, your dick's not that bad, but like, I have no interest in meeting you because like you left like nothing to the imagination now. Like, there's not going to be any like element of surprise. So I'm like, I'm good.
I really hope my grandma doesn't listen to this podcast, you guys.
Just don't tell her the name.
I might not accept the tag.
Yeah. Do you think she would listen though?
Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm more scared about it.
or but maybe, okay, so grandma, if you do listen, think about it this way. But like Shawna's being totally cool about it. She's being like, yeah, then this is how I handle it. I think she handles it pretty good if she's like telling the guys, you know, no thanks.
Yeah.
You know, or telling them, why is it that you guys with the smallest dicks always have the biggest balls?
It's
like,
so
what
true.
the hell?
It's so true. No offense to any of you with small dicks, sorry.
Yeah, we're not dick shaming you or anything. But
There's someone out there for you.
yeah.
It's just not me.
Right.
And stop sending pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like leave
Please.
that for like when you do finally hook up. Maybe that's why you're not getting to hook up, because you keep sending your dick.
Yeah.
And girls are like, no thanks. You know.
Are we still talking about dicks?
Yeah.
Great. So, MJ, have you ever sent your dick pics to a gal?
I've sent unsolicited pics myself, so I can't.
Wait, yes, I have, but it's far into it. It's not right off the bat.
No, like someone that you're dating, you've done that. Yeah.
Right.
Not to
Yeah.
a random stranger.
No.
Okay.
And it usually it's usually after they send me something.
Okay.
So
You're
no.
like, oh, now you gave me this. Swing.
Yeah. So now you get to see this.
And you prefer backlighting or
Certain angles.
I don't know. I don't
Do
know.
you hold the camera? Yeah.
skin
Like
shadowing.
hold the camera way up here.
No. Well, you know, unlike Howard Stern, you know, I'm not gonna make fun of myself. So.
Oh yeah.
In that
Okay.
department. But. Yeah. No. It's not something I feel comfortable doing.
Yeah.
And if I were to, I think it takes like several different shots before you finally get something half decent.
Oh, I was gonna say beers.
Like shots of
Several
alcohol
different-
or
Yeah.
Yeah, well, both.
Shot,
Both.
shot.
And you know how embarrassing that is? To, you know, like while you're doing that, you're like, nope, not good enough. Let's do it again. No, not good enough. Do it again.
Hey,
It
now
kinda
you know
takes the
what
mood out of
girls
it.
Girls go through the same thing. They're like, oh no, that's not gonna work.
So like you've sent pictures of yourself like once you're involved with somebody.
Yeah, I've only sent them to like someone that I was dating. I've never sent them to like someone that I had never met.
Man, what was that guy? What was that guy from CNN? One of the contributors that got in trouble because you know everything was like Zoom last year, and he didn't realize his camera was on.
Oh, I remember that
Remember that
story.
guy?
I can't. I don't know who it was, but I remember the story.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think putting that stuff out there is good because you know once it's out there, it can be out there.
Snowden says it's not good.
Yeah.
Did you watch? You watched the one on the John Oliver where he like went over to Russia
No.
to interview Edward Snowden, and then like John Oliver's like freaking out because he goes, "Oh my God, you're really here! Like you really showed up." He was shocked that he actually showed up to the interview, but then that's what they talked about. They talked about like dick pics and whatnot. They're like, and he's like, "Yes, we see all that. We see all the dick pics."
Yeah. I know. I mean,
Everyone's got an eyeful for me.
Facebook's getting bad because I got a warning for saying that American Idiot was a great album, and they fucking like sent me a warning like you can't say idiot.
Maybe he's not a Zuckerberg. Might not be a Green Day fan. I don't know.
Maybe not. So Shawna, let's go back. So you sent unsolicited pics.
I have, yeah.
The guy was that wonderful that you were just like, guys, show him what I got.
No, I was just probably really drunk.
I hate it when that happens. Well, I mean, there is a correlation between drinking and sending any type of pics.
Like if I feel like if I click with someone and that's what I feel like I am really anti-slut shaming. I don't even think it should be called that because like, so what if we're promiscuous? Guys are promiscuous all the time. They don't get shamed for it. Why am I a slut, or like my ex called me the other day, a bar whore, because I choose to date several people? I'm not in a relationship, so
right.
You don't have to be loyal to anyone.
So why is it a big deal if I choose to date around or hook up with whoever? Like, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but guys are so like caveman mentality and jealous and possessive. If you're not just like screwing one person and it has to be them, then you're a bar whore and a slut and whatever. So what?
I'm right there with you.
Sex is fun. It's
I think
awesome.
we should be slut promoting.
Yes.
I'm like, number one,
I
I've
will
always
promote
liked the
any
term
slut
slut.
on
I go,
my
I probably
Facebook
am a
page.
slut. And you know what? I don't care. Like, I think it's a cool word anyways. I'm like, that means like, that's like the same equivalent of like a guy that has a good love life.
And I will be
okay?
a
and it's a
wing
girl
woman
that
for
has a good love
anyone.
life.
I'm a good wing woman.
All right.
I will get anyone laid. Give me.
All right, where are we going after
Not
this?
a cock blocker.
Not a cock blocker. I am not. You need to get laid, dude? Buy me a couple beers at Fireside. I'll find you a lady.
At the fireside. Fireside and lady don't go together.
The
easiest
classiest joint.
Okay, damn bar.
Damn bar. All right, I'll do the damn bar.
The fireside. We should try to go to the fireside and do the podcast from the fireside sometime.
From the back patio? Holy crap.
Hell yeah.
We'll find some characters for sure.
I know, right?
But I just don't understand why people are so like anti-sex. Like, well, it's not even anti-sex, it's just like shaming, like for the act. And it's like, everyone loves sex. It's been going on forever.
Yeah, and they're not. Like, secretly, they're probably at home, like, jerking it all the time. Like, or whatever.
Right, like, are you just mad 'cause
dibbling
you're
it.
not getting laid? Or
No,
you
no,
I know,
I'm
like-
getting laid?
But that's a great point. Is why is it okay? Or it seems like like the bros will be like, because I've been single for a while, and you hook up and they're like, yeah, hey, you know what I mean? And if a girl did this exact same thing and she's
I know, my
has
friends are always like,
different
"Shawna,
partners.
What are you doing?
I'm living.
I don't know, having fun.
Living your life. You're single.
Yeah, well-
free,
I'm
do
getting
what you
more
want.
than you.
But
Obviously.
but are your friends just jealous though? Because you
No,
are
they're
getting it
genuinely
more.
worried about me, I think. Only because going through a divorce, relocation, like everything in the last like few years. So my friends are like, "Are you sure? Like, okay, we support you, we love you," but you always hear that sort of like wary tone in their voice, like, "Ah."
Well, some of my guy friends, but none of my guy friends with my dating life would ever be like, dude, what are you doing? You have to slow down.
Right?
No guy would say that to their
Stop
friend.
sex, MJ. Stop.
Could you
put
imagine
it
guys
away.
telling? Could you imagine guys telling other guys that? Oh my god!
You know, I think some of my guy friends are actually like living vicariously through my dating life.
Fucking double standards.
It's
like
so
we gotta
stupid,
end
right?
this.
It's so stupid to me. And that's why I genuinely like hanging out with guys more than I like hanging out with girls. Guys are, except for when you're trying to date them, but
Right.
when you're friends with them, they're pretty on the level.
Yeah,
You say
friends-
something to a dude and they're like, here's my honest opinion, unless you're dating them. And
I
then
know.
there's like these weird barriers and filters.
It's like
Right.
so much
Right,
of a
like-
mess.
Yeah,
once
but
you
like
start dating 'em.
a woman friend you say something to, and it's so, I feel like women friends are so passive aggressive a lot of the time, and are like are cheerleaders to your face, but then secretly hate you for everything you've told them.
right?
And that's really hard for me. A dude though will just be like, yeah, that's cool, whatever, throw your pussy around town, who cares?
yeah.
Well, Snow and I, you know, we constantly will be talking on the phone during the week and giving each other advice about whatever dating
Mhm.
issues,
Yeah.
whatever we're
Yeah.
going through.
Because that's what friends do.
Like
Real
you have to have
Mhm.
that. And it's good. I mean, yeah, it's good for you to have like opposite sex friends too, because then you know, you get those different perspectives. But yeah, women should be more supportive of other women. Like
I
that's
really,
the thing
truly
that makes
think
me
that
mad
too.
the most
Mhm.
is like there are so many chicks out there that then if like a dude starts saying something to a girl that's not fucking nice, then some of those stupid assholes will jump on that bandwagon and like take the guy's side. I'm like,
Yeah, I've dealt with that with being married to a narcissist. It's like, it's a really fucked up dance that you have to do with people.
yeah,
And I'm really tired of defending myself against it, to be honest. So if whoever wants to think I'm a whore or I'm doing whatever, like, fine, think it.
yeah. And a
Enjoy
narcissist
it-
is just like a
enjoy
no
it from the
winning
sidelines.
situation,
Mhm.
right?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, life is short.
You'll never win with the narcissist. You know, like narcissism is the only mental illness to which there is no cure for.
Yeah, it's really
There
weird.
is
I've
no
been
cure for
looking
that.
at I've been looking at it for years because I've dealt with it a little bit in my family,
Mm-hmm.
but then also so geared towards finding people like that romantically. And it's like, what the
Mhm.
fuck is wrong with me that I
Mhm.
keep finding these same types of people that are compulsive liars, that are abusive after X amount of time once their mask slips and you catch them on shit. Because that's the thing, when you catch a narcissist on shit and you call it out,
Right.
then it's like,
Well, and they're
A big
very
deal.
skillful. Like in the beginning, they like to do all that love bombing stuff and
Well,
whatnot
yeah.
because they know
And-
how to
and
dig
let,
their
let,
claws
let
in.
me interject that this isn't just a male thing, you know.
No.
No,
No.
women are narcissists
I've had
too. There are
narcissistic
women
female
narcissists.
friends also. I'm
Yeah.
attracted for some reason to friendships and romantic relationships with people like that.
Well, because they are like, to give them good points. Although, if you guys are listening, I don't want to enlarge your heads too much. But they are very like, typically they're smart people. You know,
Yes.
they're charismatic.
Super charming.
Yeah, and they're very confident because they think that they're so great, but it's like okay, I get that you think that you're the sun and we're just all, you know, planets that revolve around you, but like you're the only one that believes that because I don't want to live in that world, you know. Because
Yeah,
I only fucking
exactly.
see you as a planet too. Okay, fucker. You know, like, yeah, they make you crazy.
Mhm.
I've definitely felt that way over the
Yeah.
last few months trying to
I'm
navigate
like,
divorce and
take your love
Yeah.
bombing ass out of here. I was
well,
already.
luckily, like, I was just discarded and he found a new supply, so it's like, good luck, lady. I warned ya.
I know, and they do
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and all you can do though, like when you have that knowledge though, then you're like thinking, I'm actually. I feel like sending you like a thank you card because then
Yes.
it's not me, and now
Yes.
you get to deal with that.
Yeah.
Because they're very, like, narcissists are very needy ass motherfuckers, too.
Yes, they are. It's
Where you're like,
crazy.
dude, I don't have this kind of time.
I don't.
I have a regular life, too. That's what I'm saying. They think they're the sun. Everyone. Well, yeah.
Everything doesn't revolve around me.
No.
No. And you're not even a narcissist, so shut up.
Did my mic go out?
I think so. You're cut off.
You're cut off. You're a male. Sorry.
It was Mother Earth.
This is our
cutting
table
your
now.
ass off.
Hey. All right. Fuck. Is the microphone working now? What the fuck's going on with my fucking microphone? Damn it.
You want this one closer?
No. This one. Fucking do this shit outside for fucking once.
I can still hear you though, so.
All right. Good. Cool.
And
We'll
I'm gonna go with it's normal because I know I'm like always the loud one.
I know.
So
Well, that's why I have to have my mic
definitely hear
here.
myself more.
You know, because you have your mic like probably like
80 feet away?
2 feet away from you, and I'm like right up on mine like this. All right, so now it's working again.
Yeah.
Fuck. What dating app did we meet on? Because we met on a dating app.
I think it was Plenty of Fish. Was it?
See, so that's another Plenty of Fish success story. Even though that we're not romantically involved, turned into a
No, we
great
kind of
friendship.
knew. We were like, I think we're gonna be good friends.
I think it was both because our last names were the same.
Yeah, and
That was kind of weird.
Oh my God, your mic just totally came back in right now.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
Yeah, because I was like, I know a lot of my family. I know I have like a lot of cousins and stuff up in like the eastern part of the United States. So it's like, what if we were related?
I know that'd be weird.
Right?
We should do a 23andMe test for a podcast.
I've done it.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know we should do one where you have to do it.
Okay.
You have to spit forever in this tube. Like, forever. You just I still don't have enough spit.
Fuck. I did a 23andMe, or I gave somebody a 23andMe for Christmas last year. But before she got the results, she ghosted me. And I guess that'll be the final topic. Why do girls ghost guys?
It's easy. It's easier than saying I don't like you for X or Y.
Yeah.
All right, so
Guys do it too.
Yeah, guys are ghosters.
I don't know. I'm the kind of person that needs closure.
Just chalk it up to, okay,
I don't like
whenever you need
confrontation.
that, yeah, just chalk it up to she was not that into you.
So
that episode is so true of Sex
I
and
know,
the
but I
City.
understand where he's coming from because it's like, what did I do that was weird? Can you just tell me?
Right.
You know, I'd rather know that I did something really fucked up or weird, or I was too clingy or too excited, or
I totally get that if you're really into the person, like, yeah, you do want to know that.
Right,
You're like, I
because-
wonder what was so bad about me, but like sometimes you have to just be like, look,
yeah.
Because I had a situation where I was seeing somebody and we just came back from Sedona after like 3 great, amazing days and nothing after we got back. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
We were here and we just dropped off a cliff.
Yeah.
she used you for a trip, and then she's like, she was just like, yeah, I'll go on one last trip with them, but you know, that's what I
it sounds
think.
like.
Yeah.
And she just didn't like you as much as you liked her. That's all you can say. I mean, it sucks to have to say that. I don't want to like be the bearer of bad
I was
news.
just
but
talking about this with someone the other day about, well, I mean, in any relationship, even in marriages, that's kind of a thing where someone's more into the other person than the other person is, which super sucks to realize and to hear. But like in my marriage, one of the last straws where I was like, okay, I'm done. He said, I know I've treated you like shit, but it was because I knew you loved me and needed me more than I did with you. And it was like, whoa.
Ouch.
get the fuck out.
Like,
Like,
he said, you
God.
needed me more than I needed you. And it was like, whoa, like you've known that for a while. You've known that for a minute. And you took full ass advantage of that. But it's the same, like, with dating, when you're dating someone and they're way more into you than you are into them, it's kind of unsettling. And so, like, I can see where, like,
It's
if I'm like way into a guy and they're like, whoa, 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 it's like I understand it, but at the same time, like, I don't know how not to be me.
Yeah.
So
I know. I never want to be mean either.
I super overwhelm people because I'm, like, very excited and, like, very, like, yes, you're cool. I like you. But when guys are that way with me, I'm like, ew, gross.
Yeah, when guys are like too much too fat, like, yeah, it is like kind of like
There has to be a fine
off-putting.
balance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
or it's like if they do that, then they better hope that the chick's like really into them, because then maybe she would like overlook that if she's like, oh, this guy's like really into me, and I'm
And
really
that has
into
been
him,
the case
but
a
it's
couple
like,
times where it's like mutual,
right?
you know, like it's pretty mutual, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But usually it's one side or the other, and everyone's aware. It's just unspoken, you know.
I think that's why they came up with the term like soulmates, you know, like
Right.
that there's like one perfect person, but I'm like, I mean, I don't really believe in soulmates, because I'm like, there's a lot of people that it would work with, you know.
Well, I
There's
heard a
lots of people
thing
out
recently on the radio that like 30% of Americans believe in polyamory now instead of monogamy. So, I mean, maybe that's where people are headed, because my kids think that way. My kids are like, screw monogamy. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah,
They've
I
also
see a
been-
lot of people who always put poly on the dating sites, and I had to look it up because I didn't even know what it meant. I was like, what's this mean? I'm like, here's a new one. Like, there's a ton of those things where I'm always like, now I need to go check Google to find out what the hell this means, because
I mean, I wouldn't mind a couple sister wives.
I'm just sticking with girls.
I hate dishes.
I know, right? Yeah, you're like,
Someone else doing.
yeah, fine.
Huh.
I don't know. I mean, but I'm kind of like, why don't you just call it dating and no strings attached dating? Like, or did they mean they want to be in a relationship with a ton of people?
Polyamory is different. It's not what people think. It's like an
Okay.
actual relationship with multiple people where there are rules and boundaries and conversations and communication. It's a very it's just like a normal relationship, just with multiple people.
But both people get to have multiple
If that's
partners?
what's discussed, if they both want.
Okay. Because I didn't know if it just meant like, okay, the guy is going to have a ton of girlfriends, and then,
There can be a lot of different
okay.
layouts of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, like whatever you agree upon, really.
See, I don't know if I could do that, because women are a lot to handle individually. I don't know. I don't think I could balance.
I would just be
multiple
like,
ones.
why don't we just date whoever we want to date then? I mean,
Just
I
like
don't-
an open relationship. Because it's just different. Polyamory is a different ball game. It's like a, you know.
Yeah. I know. I don't understand a lot of those. But what I did learn from the dating sites, I'm like, I don't really think that, I mean, I've always like not really dug marriage that much anyways, you know? Because I'm like, you know, with my track record, I'm like, it'd be best if it's easier to just split ways that way when the time comes. And it's
That's
like,
why I
all
never
right.
changed my last name.
Right. So it's like, but what I've learned from the dating sites, I'm like, because there's like tons of guys on there where it's like, I'm in a relationship, she knows it, like, I'm just on here to, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, if I was in a relationship though, I don't think I would have time for like all the hours that I work to then actively go on and try to date too. So I'm like,
So I will
I like
say,
marriage even less now.
It was like 10 years ago, but when I was on Plenty of Fish, the majority of the messages I got were, my wife and I want to meet you. And I had a woman in Bullhead, I think it was, looking for a girlfriend for her husband because she was too busy. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right.
no, thank you. That's not for me.
Yeah,
but-
or I'm like, when I see those guys on there, I'm like thinking, well, if your wife doesn't want to fuck you, why would I? I mean, like, I'm kind of doing that number. Like, I'm scratching my head, and I'm like thinking, you might not be very good. And she's like, oh, look, go fuck whoever you want. You know, I don't want any part of you
I'd
anymore.
just rather read my novel, watch my stories.
Right. Take my bubble baths.
Right.
Yeah, I can imagine life getting that boring. That don't have sex.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why is my mic out?
But I mean, still, like, people should do whatever they want. Like, they should call themselves whatever they want too. They should totally do that. Like, if that's the way they want to live life. I'm just like, oh, I just thought that was another term. Like, I feel like an old person sometimes.
My kids tell me I'm old, but I feel like with having such a huge gap of ages in children, I've learned a lot about things that I normally probably wouldn't have. But I have an adult child all the way down to 8 years old, so I'm learning kind of things are. I mean, I don't want to sound like a fucking boomer, but like things are way different now than they were when I was a kid in like so many ways. Only because like technology has changed so much, and like also like our perception of like what life is. Like just getting married and having babies and buying a house, that's almost impossible for us at this point.
Right.
So our focus is elsewhere. Our focus is like really momentary happiness, I feel like, with social media and with dating and with anything else, because financially we're fucked. We can't afford the same picket fence cookie cutter lifestyle that people could afford before. So dating now is sort of just like, well, we're just like, this is the moment.
Right?
We're not looking for the future because, I mean, honestly, polyamory makes fucking sense because who can afford a mortgage with 1 or 2 incomes right now?
But if you have like 8 people,
maybe the Mormons were fucking onto something.
Huh.
Think of the possibilities. You could have a mansion.
You know, I saw a study this week that 1 in 4 married couples have separate bedrooms.
Yeah. I know couples that have separate bedrooms, and that, like, that was one of my things. My people in my family had that, and I'm like, never. I will never have that. Like, if the second my husband's like, I don't want to have sex with you anymore, I'll be like, well, bye.
Yeah, I need you to sign this paper. Divorce time.
Yeah, it's weird. It's super weird.
Fortunately, Snow and I have both of us never been married.
I don't think I ever will. I mean, but I don't want to never say never, you know,
It's the
because
worst.
I know, right? Like, I always tell people, I'm like, if I ever get married, it's going to be like George Clooney in my 50s.
Right.
I will do that, you know, when I have more of an idea. But I don't even know about that.
So, Susie, does this encourage you to get back into the dating pool again?
Like, nope, I'm good.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, being single sucks too. So it's kind of like you have to do it.
You always end up back out there in some way.
You know, and I don't know.
Eventually.
And I've dated quite a bit. I've never been married, but I've met quite a few great friends though through just dating, like Snow and I.
Yeah.
You know, we just didn't click, but we hit it off in a different way.
Yeah, we're like besties.
Yeah. So that's it. So, Susie, how's that pineapple Mountain Dew?
It is really good. I highly recommend it.
Mixed with Bacardi.
Like 10 out of 10 recommend it.
It
It's
is tasty stuff. I was thinking about mixing it with some Malibu.
That would be probably even better.
We didn't see the Malibu.
We couldn't find Malibu in your refrigerator.
Yeah, it's in there.
You hid it from us.
Yeah, well, I knew what was happening tonight. But Susie, thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thanks
on
for
your
inviting
trip.
me.
It was super good to meet you in person.
It was good to see you again.
Yes, you guys too.
Yeah, and Shawna, it was great having you on for a second time.
Thanks for letting me run my mouth. That was like free therapy.
Always.
It was like,
always.
Honestly, like a free therapy session. Thanks, guys.
I know.
Well, that's what we always call this.
Usually it's $100, so.
Yeah.
Well, you can come on anytime you want.
You know,
anytime
and,
you need some therapy.
stay tuned into the next few weeks because we have some great guests coming up.
Nice.
And it is like a therapy session, and really, truth be told, we don't really have a whole lot of an agenda when we turn these mics on. We just turn the mics on and just shoot the shit, and it seems to be working so far for over a year.
Yeah, we like it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
We kind of like the no rules thing.
We're up to 30 countries now. We get, I think, Croatia or something fucking listened in because we were fucking talking about them last week. There was another one.
Hopefully another place in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, I think it was that area.
Any single men in Croatia?
Right? Hello. Do you accept American mail order brides?
That's why I wish
Also,
that this would break down demographics more of, do we have more male or female listeners? I think we probably have more female listeners than male listeners.
That's what I would guess. Yeah. I don't know.
All right. So female
Let us
listeners,
know.
reach out to me on our Facebook and Instagram. I'm single.
Or find him on Tinder.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, if you can find me, if I use my real name.
Tinder, Plenty of Fish, OK Cupid.
No,
All of
not on Cupid.
Oh, okay.
The Facebook dating one sucks. Have you tried that one?
No.
It sucks.
No. I don't, because I go by, I don't like Facebook all that much. I like to go on there every once in a while, though, and see how everybody's been doing. But I don't like Zuckerberg all that much.
Yeah.
And the way that he runs his stuff. And I am convinced that he is a fucking robot.
I
Does he not?
I think
Is
his
he
eyes
like-
are red.
Like, his head, like, his just... He just reminds me of,
Like the
AI.
little owl from, what was that called? A Clash of the Titans. Remember the little owl? What was his name?
Yeah.
And he
I
was just
can't
like,
think of it, but I have that movie. Yeah.
All right, well, Snow, we have Bill Burr next weekend.
Woohoo! I can't wait.
Can't wait to see him. Oh, and I guess we'll end this with Conan O'Brien ended his run on late night TV.
Oh,
I love Conan.
Yeah.
Happy retirement, Conan.
Well, he's not retiring. I'm not sure what he was getting into, but it's not retirement. Probably more of a
Well, we'll see him
writing
later
position.
then.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so we'll wrap up this one, and I guess we will see you guys, or you'll listen to us next week.
Okay.
Okay?
Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. See ya.